Hello guys, welcome to another Dota 1 commentary. I am ScreenGuard Guy, and today's game will be probably the final one I'm going to cast from the June GEST. I'll say that again, this is not the finals of the June GEST, this is the final one that I will cast. It's a 6.78B patch, so we won't be having the new pick and ban phase, which, to be completely honest, I don't understand at all. It's like, but I will when we see it happen. I haven't really read through that patch notes yet. We're going to be seeing Phantom Lancer as well as a Puck going to be banned out early. By the way, I wanted to do this game a couple of days ago with a co-caster. Unfortunately, as the poet says, trying to figure out the time zones are making me crazy. Or is that the lyric? Trying to figure out the time zones, making me crazy. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Point is, Shadow Demon has been banned out as well. This will be a fight between Wrath of Olympus, not Olympius. Olympius isn't a word. Technically, neither is Olympus. They're kind of names. I think it's proper now. It's going to be Wrath of Olympus, also known as Wu from now on, against SVRIO, who will be known as SVRIO. I think that's an underscore somewhere in there. We do indeed have a observer slot, so this will be slightly easier for us to follow. We've got a lot of extra time here. Burst pickups. Well, we haven't really seen so much of a demand for mid lane pickers, for mid lane heroes, but there's a possibility to see Batrider if it's not going to be banned out by Wrath. Perhaps, yeah. Instead of Wu, I'm going to call them Wrath, because Wrath is it's one of the 7 deadly sins. It makes sense. It's really easy to say. It's a single word, single syllable. Ruh, that's such a rare vowel. We are going to be seeing Dragon Knight banned out. Very, I think, unusual. Lifestealer has sort of begun to take over the popularity that Dragon Knight once had, but you cannot deny, of course, having that nice Shadow Blade initiation, the huge, I think, 2.5 second stun from level 1, a lot of potential burst damage, and just the general tankiness, which allows him to lane so well against other heroes. Just absolutely powerful. We're going to be seeing Queen of Pain picked up first. A little unusual, as I said, mid lane here is not really so much in demand. Definitely you want to pick up a Quap, but usually should be 3rd or 4th pick. However, SBR have decided to pick her up first, and yeah, no surprise, I think, to anybody, is the immediate counter of that Batrider. These are probably the most common heroes that you can see nowadays picked up first. Nerubian Assassin would probably be the next one, followed swiftly by perhaps Nyx, actually, the Lifestealer, who just potential for jungling. Other potential junglers, I'm not so sure if it would work with SVR's current lineup. I mean, certainly having that Queen of Pain, whether they want to put her in the mid lane or whether they want to put her in the short lane, aka the suicide lane. Having a jungler might help. Certainly the Nature's Prophet, definitely give them some counter push against the Shadow Fiend, who of course functions as a strong pusher in his own right. I've seen Wrath get a Boots of Travel. I think it was Wrath get a Boots of Travel in that Shadow Fiend once, and just use him to just mow down creep waves, get a lot of souls, be very, very fast. Blink BKB instead of Shadow. Why did I say Shadow Blade? Lothar's Edge. Blink BKB instead of Lothar's Edge. I think it was Wrath, or is it another team? Am I getting these teams confused? So there's that potential. Definitely BKB would help you a lot against Queen of Pain's insane magical burst damage, and it looks like the Weaver would be picked up. Weaver not really one of those heroes you want to put in to the safe lane, just the reason being he has so much survivability, so why not exploit that, put a tri-lane here in the short lane, and just allow, another really, really tanky, really, really survivable hero to try and survive here in this long lane. But whether or not they actually do that, I'm thinking immediately, oh no, Phantom Lancer got banned out. What am I thinking? Despite the slight nerf, he's still one of the most popular heroes. We could also be seeing other heroes like Drow Ranger, which would also fit in with this theme. They've currently gone for all range. They can afford to have a few melees. Certainly it's a lot easier to lane it with the ranged heroes. We're going to be seeing Wisp as well as Rubik going to be banned out. Makes me want to think SVR want to pick up some really, really big ultimate hero. Magnus is still in the pool, but of course he had that insane nerf, not only to his ball throwing ability, which allowed him to sustain harass, but also to the fact that his reverse polarity does significantly less damage, and you need to bring up some follow-up damage, which at the moment SVR kind of have in the form of Queen of Pain. Whether they want to continue this, who knows. Wrath probably going to be looking to pick up some stunners, something with an AoE, maybe Tidehunter wouldn't be a bad pickup at this point, just off the top of my head. Just thinking anything with a big stun. Sven, of course, coming to my head. I haven't played Sven in a while, but Tree of Protector is actually going to be taken out. Definitely going to be wanting to focus, I think, on the push abilities of the Shadow Fiend. I'm probably going to pick up a Gyrocopter. I don't know why. Just something scream Gyrocopter. I'm not so sure if Gyrocopter is the best. He does provide that huge slow. Later on, you can bring up the disables. In fact, you can even stack a ton of slows, Crystal Maiden, and you get another stunner. Let's say Vengeful Spirit, whatever. And it will be the Earthshaker. In fact, Earthshaker, of course, big AoE stuns. What was I thinking? And of course, he's had that recent buff, but more illusion orientated. We could be seeing a potential. Still haven't figured out how they're going to lane this. I mean, with Wrath, it's very, very easy. There's a huge amount of flexibility. They have Batrider can fit pretty much in any lane. Preferably, he would want to have a solo lane, given those quick levels allow him to just be an absolute nuisance. We are going to be seeing Knights can be picked up. Earthshaker, of course, will be played as a support. Probably a roaming support would be the best. Shadow Fiend, I think, is going to go to the mid lane. There's, of course, potential he could go to the solo lane himself. I'm not so sure if it's actually that wise, just because of the fact that, well, you know, he's a hero that doesn't have any natural escape mechanisms. It's just very, very dangerous. Of course, he could always be going to the safe lane and trying to farm from there, trying to keep the creep wave here, maybe with one support, so a dual lane, maybe with a jungler who can just continue helping with the pulls, some good warding, give him all the advanced notice he needs. That's one possibility of a way to play him. No idea if it would work, but just saying. And we are going to be seeing follow up with more AoE stuns. We are going to be seeing, of course, the Jakiro. This just all makes sense. This is just very, very nice. And actually, I think it would synergize well with a Gyrocopter pick. I don't know why I'm saying that. Of course, there are a lot of other heroes that we could be seeing. We could be seeing Magnus, but I think that something a little bit later for Wrath would be very, very good. I mean, even if they pick something that was completely single target, just farm all day kind of hero, like a Drow Ranger or like a Phantom Assassin, I think it would kind of work. It would kind of be okay. However, Magnus or Gyrocopter, I feel that kind of synergy is there. Whereas SVR, they've yet to pick up that big stunner. They, in fact, have no stuns on their team at the moment. They've got a great laning lineup. Certainly Nikes, the fact that he can go to the jungle, he can have the safe lane. It's not very aggressive, in my opinion, and SVR do like to be aggressive. I'm expecting to see someone like a Vengeful Spirit. I don't know why Vengeful Spirit, but she's probably one of the most aggressive level 1 supports you can get. Currently SVR looking for supports. Wrath's probably going to ban them out. I wouldn't be surprised if Wrath banned out Vengeful Spirit if SVR did not pick it at the next available moment, and I just knocked my glasses off. I'm doing these sort of Hitler, Napoleon kind of hand gestures whenever I'm talking about the pick ban phase, and this will be it. You see, on every hand, I sort of gesture, I kind of, every word. Does that make sense to you guys? Am I speaking too fast? Keeper of the Light has been picked up. I'm not so sure if this is the right choice. Certainly you do get some of that anti-push that is probably what SVR needs at the moment. Boots of Travel on the, Keeper of the Light Coddle might make sense. Nervian Assassin will be banned out. I was actually very, very surprised that neither team opted to pick him up. They're really, really not going for the ganking kind of idea. They're going for either the late game or the big team fight, and I do believe Wrath have the current advantage with that team fight, particularly around the 20-minute mark. Earthshaker going to pick up his Blink Dagger. SVR, no idea how they're going to play this. Excuse me a second, I just need to plug in my charger. And in you go. Alright, I am right back here where we started MGA Bobo. Do you guys want to speed this up? I've given you guys pretty much everything I can think of. Instead of banning out the Venge, they banned out Nervian Assassin. So, Lion actually going to be... Wow, let's talk about this for a little while. Once again, it gives you the Impale. Impale, of course, is actually an AoE stun, even though you can use it as a single target stun. Finger of Death, a nice, nice spell. Get rid of them squishies. Of course, Rage is going to be very, very annoying on the Nikes, but that's only a single hero. Definitely, if you want to get that perfect chain stunning down the Weaver so you can kill her, having that big amount of burst damage is always very, very useful. And Keeper of the Light is a very squishy wizard. He's a glass cannon that takes a very long time to charge his big attack. And we are going to be seeing Naga Siren. Wow, I haven't seen Naga Siren in forever. Anyway, we're going to be introducing the players. Wrath Olympus B is going to be playing this Jakiro. Going to be playing the support. Going to go to the top. Picked up the Observer Awards. Wrath of Olympus P, I think he's picked up the Courier. G has gone for Batrider. D is going to be playing mid lane Shadow Fiend. without a doubt, he's going to be going for a very quick bottle, no stats. I'm actually surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a few, at least 2 GG branches. See, he's going to just help him in that last inning and just help him well survive and give him that extra bit of stats. But it's not mandatory. See, he's going to be playing this Demon Witch. Did he pick up? No, I don't think he did pick up. He still should have about 100 gold if he didn't pick it up. Any support items? Gunner is going to be playing this Naga Siren. She too has been saving gold, or she's either being played as support. I think she might be. You don't see this kind of tri-lane unless the Naga Siren is being played as support. Jab 168 is going to be playing. Is it Jab 168? Yes. Nubian Weaver. We are going to be seeing double D on this Keeper of the Light Gandalf. We're going to be seeing a huge fight, I think, for the runes here. Tri-lane and a dual lane and a quad lane. Quad heroes coming up for the top. Panhan's going to be playing this Queen of Pain, not going for quite as early a bottle, has spent all her gold, so going for Null Talisman. Regit's going to be playing Knights, and he has gone for the Magic Stick. Probably not a jungle build. We are going to be seeing a double damage rune, not so sure what they can do with this. Definitely, I think we'll want to save it for the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend has done some tremendous creep blocking. No, he has gone for the stats overall. I think somebody should pick it up. Yeah, just in case. Queen of Pain, we'll be touching that later. We're going to have immediate awards put up here. This is Wrath's award. Going to give him some nice vision over here, as well as, of course, that not going to hit the rune spot. Wow. Okay. Okay, I did not know that. For some reason, I thought that rune would give you, that ward would give you rune vision. But, okay. It's all cool. Now, of course, Shadow Fiend is going to be looking to deny last hitting potential. It just has to be absolutely insane. He's starting to already get enough of those souls. Yes, and some of that gold. Sweet money coming his way. Looks like actually it's going to be a support Earthshaker and a support Jakiro for a carry. Not a carry, but I think he's taking a lot of the last hits. Lion? Or not? Maybe just because of that double damage rune. And look at that Earthshaker. Oh, just on the wrong side. Otherwise, it probably would have made it go. I don't think he's gotten Rage at level 1. Even if he has, it won't last long enough to actually do anything for him. We're going to be seeing a bit of a rumble in the jungle here. Illuminate's actually going to get channeled. Going to almost completely decimate Batrider at this point. Sticky Napalm's all he's got, and that's not enough. And he's actually going to drop first blood thanks to a nice big Agatha Siren Riptide. Going to give absolute free farm here to the Nubian Weaver. We're going to be seeing a bit of a tangle in the... a bit of a... trying to think of something that rhymes with lane. A bit of a Bane in the lane. That would make sense if it was a Bane Hallow in the lane. Bit of a fight in the night, but it's daytime. Just want to rhyme, really. I think it was Harrison who did an entire cast in rhyme. Oh, this could be dangerous right now. Player's force is under attack. Top lane, there's also some action going. We're going to be seeing Shadow Strike here. Illuminate's going to almost take all of his health. He has absolutely no regen at this point. Here comes, I think there's a Queen of Pain in there. He's got a few raises off. No, Shadow Strike is more than sufficient to secure that kill. And at the moment, Batrider's coming in looking for a chase of some sort. But he's actually getting pushed back by the right clicks of Keeper of the Light. That old man. He knows how to play. Queen of Pain manages to get out of there A-okay. No stunts coming off. Currently 2-0 favoring the Scourge at this point. Meanwhile, up top, looks like Earthshaker is forced to fight off. Wow, nice Fisher. The Lifestealer by himself. It's not the worst laning combo in the world. It's not particularly favorable. Particularly since he did skill feast. Wow, he's actually very dangerous at this point. Germinate attack has just been skilled. Long range Fisher, almost getting the kill. Ice Path as well to follow it up. Dual Breath, not going to quite get him. He's going to be using that magic stick, and he is going to be, I think, just fine. Meanwhile, we've got to return to the mid lane, where Keeper of the Light has decided to sub in for that Queen of Pain. I think she went back to Fountain. No, Naga Siren went back to Fountain. Who went here? I have no idea. What's going on? Batrider not getting his levels. Only level 1, still sitting at a measly level 1. Turbine Assassins. Nubian Weaver's level 4. This is not going well at all. Queen of Pain getting some nice chakra boost. Just supplement that bottle she's gotten. Meanwhile, who's been getting the farms? 0. Okay, so when I said it was a carry lion, I'm an idiot. They obviously want to get the quick blink dagger. 17 last hit so far on this Rygar Stonehoof, and only 11 as opposed to the 4. Okay, wow. The Queen of Pain. Okay, for some reason, I guess he's been last hitting a lot better than I thought he was. Alright. Anyway, we're going to be seeing a nice big chase coming off for the Keeper of the Light. Meanwhile, open wounds coming off, plus the net. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. No, maybe not. The Fisher, does he have a enchant totem? Does not have a enchant totem. It's actually going to go down the right clicks. Meanwhile, over here, we're going to be seeing Lion, as well as the Twin-Headed Dragon going to be doing some sneaky pulls. Oh, he has no life! But of course, he's a life stealer. He will have absolutely no problem getting that back. We'll be seeing the bottle. So I guess, despite the nerf to Ball Crowing, it's still being done. It's really only a slight nerf. It still allows it to happen, really. That extra 30% just means you can't really take as much harass as you could. Not so sure if you can actually line up still against a Queen of Pain, but that's definitely possible. We see Illuminates plus an Ice Path, plus a nice Fisher to follow it up. Oh no, Naga Siren definitely caught off on the wrong side. She's not level 6. She will be going down to the right clicks. And actually, Lifestealer once again sitting as if he has a armlet and he's toggling it, but he doesn't have an armlet because he's just effectively getting very low. This top lane is pushed back despite some pushed forward despite some initial hesitations, and we are seeing the Keeper of the Light coming to, and the Keeper of the Light has of course come to the top. Very smart decision. Certainly this anti-push, I think it's very crucially needed. An early tower will allow more ganking freedom for the Sentinel, and at this point, that's kind of what they're hoping to do. When you have an Earthshaker, when you have a Lion, when you have a Jakiro, you do not really want to sit in lane and try and outform a Nyx. You kind of want to go ganking and you want to get some kills. Meanwhile, here we go, actually going to get scouted out by that Naga Siren. Jakiro forced to go back into the lane, not something he, I think, particularly likes doing. Bat Rider only level 3 against, I think she has a Perseverance. I saw a Perseverance somewhere, 25 last hits on this Weaver, who is currently level 6. So starting to catch up in terms of those levels. Of course, Bat Rider, very powerful laner. Seems to be completely shut down thanks to early gank. Standing on the low ground, of course, gives you that chance to miss, but hey, better than taking a lot of unnecessary harass. Meanwhile, Mana Drain, my favorite. I love that animation. This is so much better than Dota 2. I gotta say, we're gonna be seeing Nyx coming in. We're gonna be seeing an Illuminate being channeled. Do not get hit by that. Of course, the downside to having this continuous Illuminate onto creeps, like sometimes you'll see Keeper of the Light still, you know, specifically avoid creeps if they were to channel their Illuminates, like channel over here so that it would only hit the heroes or something, like in a particular angle. The reason why, well, what happens is, of course, you start to push the creep lane over here. It's a lot easier for the opposing side to farm. But if they are trying, of course, to make an active push, which they could very well be, they've got mirror images probably coming sometime soon. She's only level 3. If you have Riptide, which is just absolutely fantastic for pushing, certainly very underrated. I think she has time lapse. Oh, we're going to see Firefly. We're going to be seeing a lot of damage going off. And in fact, those bugs are doing a sick amount of damage right now. We're going to be seeing a lot of nothing. Oh my goodness. Salving up. Going to go for the Courier. Courier snipe. Not going to get it. And we are going to be seeing a rotation to the bottom lane. Does he have? He has his boots. He, at the moment, no Blink Dagger. I want to see how much gold he has, but I'm afraid to check because it looks like they're going to go for this huge gank onto the Nubian Weaver. Do they have detection? Nobody has detection. I'm actually very surprised. I don't know what they think they're going to do. Oh, and there it goes. We're going to be seeing the Fisher. We're going to be seeing the Ice Path follow up. Not perfect chain stunning. Nothing at all. And she's going to get away just fine. I don't think she has the mana for time lapse, though. No, she does. Huh. Time lapse costs next to nothing. It's a 40-second cooldown. I think it's like 75 mana. Correct me on that if I'm wrong in the comments below, as I know you will. We're going to be seeing how much gold? 780 currently on the Rygor Stonehoof. Big gank is going up top. The net plus the Illuminate plus the Open Wounds, more than enough to secure a kill. At this moment, I think Shadow Fiend, if I was looking at it right, is sort of forced to go into the jungle. We're going to be seeing some illusions, going to do some scouting. Right now, we're going to be going up top. Meanwhile, where a big push is going to be going on. Lifestealer, so far, no big items yet. We are going to be seeing an engage. No, we're not going to be seeing an engage. We're going to be seeing people farming for another 10 or 20 minutes, I think, before we see any big engages. Queen of Pain, content to farm. We tend to just do some rune control. Going to get it scouted out for her. And she's going to actually find a regen rune, which is probably one of the best runes you can get during the laning phase. In fact, during all stages of the game. Lifestealer having a fantastic time over here. Currently score is 2-4 in favor of the Scourge, and he is about to get ganked upon. Earthshaker looking for that big initiation with a long-range Fisher. Not actually going to get it. Should be looking at that Blink. Blink is a potential kill, especially when you get it this early on. Normally they're going to be getting it around the 20-minute mark. If you can be getting it around the 8 or 9-minute mark, there is he is just going to be an absolute monster. And we're going to be seeing a nice Hex initiation. There's the Impale. There's the Fissure. Don't even need an Ice Path. Going to get themselves an easy kill. This is the potential of this powerful Tri-Lane. We're going to see the open wounds. They have the Ice Path, though. Lay it down. Or maybe, is it on cooldown? No, it's not on cooldown. I mean, is it a lack of mana? And he's actually going to go back in with the Echo Slam, with the Enchant Totem, going to pick up the Lifestealer before he dies. Fortunately, has to feed something to the Weaver a little bit low, realizing they still have the chasing potential. There was still, I think, Rage in the air. And just overall wanting to just say, you know what, screw it, let's go. Magic Wand has been picked up on the Gandalf, aka... Oh no, this is terrible. Nets plus the... it's doing some nice blocking, but that is a beautiful Ice Path. Fortunately, I don't think it's enough. Dual Breath. No! No! Somebody died somewhere, and we're going to be seeing Scream Pain picking that one off. Mid lane, SPR IO Panha is dominating. Oh, was that just what we were watching? This is incredibly confusing to follow. We're going to be seeing Firefly is going to be going off. He's going to be doing some early pushes here, deciding, you know what, we lost a couple of heroes. I guess we can get some towers, we can get some map control. Something towards the mid lane. We are going to be seeing some right clicks going to be going off right around the tower. Tower is going to be brought to at least half health, and we're going to be seeing Nyx not having a great time at all. This is some great ideas here. We can see him being demonstrated, basically shutting down the essential heroes farms, and she is going very, very low at this moment. Big engage coming off. Swarm has been picked up, but there we are with the Enchant Totem, with the Fissure. Not really. Oh, Fissure didn't actually block it off completely. I wonder if it's enough. He is very, very near the tower. This is a potentially dangerous dive, but he's not going to make it in the end. You're going to be seeing those bugs going to be taken off. Oh, Hex. In fact, the Impale is going to completely whiff, and I think she should get out of that just fine. I guess in the meantime. Fleeing, if that's the right word. We're going to be seeing some great jungling coming off here. Really, a lot of solid ideas are going to be actually quite demonstrated in this game. It's almost kind of like an instruction on how to play Dota, slightly more advanced. We are going to be seeing, actually, Lothar's Edge will be picked up, starting with the Shadow Amulet, which is a very, very key thing to do when you're down, especially when you're being ganked this much. Just so that, in terms of the extra move speed, the extra damage it's going to give you, as well as, well, the escape mechanism that you kind of need, kind of lacking. Very, very much, and as well as, of course, the initiation, which Sentinel are not lacking in, particularly once they get that blink. It just could be big. It just makes sense as an item. It's very, very logical. So while maybe they were planning to go for something else, or maybe they were planning to go for this the whole time, I really can't say. This is a much more logical thing, and you know, the idea, you should actually start changing your lineup, start changing your build to suit the lineup, or your playstyle to suit the lineup, or to suit the game. It's something that I'm not really that great a player, that I've been trying to work on for a while with Sakuchi, plus the net. Oh my goodness, he's doing a nice job with that Flame Break. We're going to be seeing, in fact, Firefly not going to be enough to get him out of that one, and that is not an easy kill, but it was a well-deserved kill. We're going to be seeing some complaints of lag here. This, of course, is not done in a LAN shop. This is, of course, done online, these tournaments. So, lag is definitely a potentially very, very much out of position there. So yeah, I lost a game very recently playing Tinker because I refused to switch the way I was playing Tinker. Macro Pyre, what was the Ice Path to follow? Nope, Sonic Wave is actually going to be coming in. We're going to be seeing oh, Finger of Death plus the Impale. One more right click, but I'm going to Magic Wand himself out. Unfortunately, oh, here comes the... he wants to do a big ult. And there's that big ult. In fact, it's not going to actually catch very, very much, but he's actually going to manage to get one kill. He's not going to get the other. I think he's actually going to die there, but that second ult, oh, not quite enough to pick off anybody, particularly once you got the factor in the invisibility. I'm going to stop trying to use the mouse. I'm going to start using what I've been using for a while now. What was I saying? Yeah, I very, very recently lost a game as Tinker. And Tinker, of course, one of my best heroes. I'm particularly proud of the way I played him. I won the laning phase. I didn't win the laning phase. I got ganked really, really early. But despite that gank, I kind of did quite well. I kind of know what to do during the laning phase, even if I am down. Even if there was like a tri-lane mid at one point. It was really delaying my boots. I didn't get the boots until like 18 minutes. Normally I get them about 8 to 12, and I'm just like, this sucks a lot. Because I normally at least get one kill as Tinker. I do laser rockets. But that being said, the way I played him later on for the rest of the game was not the optimal way to play him, and particularly the items I got, and I was just very, very, I made a lot of mistakes that game. And so yeah, that's my personal experience with trying to stick to one build and one playstyle and never varying it. particularly when you're not that confident with a hero. Like, I'm pretty confident in my landing ability with Tinker. Everything else, I have really no idea. Very, very curious to see what item Nyx decides to go for. Whether it's Armlet of Mordigian, which I think is probably the logical item here. Basher first also wouldn't be a bad choice. Oh, we're going to see, this is a nice chakra, a nice channel, and it's going to hit at least one, but they're going to see the net coming in. We're going to see Riptide. We're going to see a Macro Pyro lay down despite the magic wand, not able to get off any skills, and we are going to be seeing Jakiro falling down to a barrage of right clicks. This is just not going Wrath's way at all. This is not what they want. What did they want? Well, they wanted to win the game in 5 minutes, I'm assuming. I'm assuming they wouldn't want their opponent to forfeit. Who knows? We are going to be seeing, I think, a bit of a farm coming off here for Nevermore. Nevermore at this point. Oh, he's going to actually man up and with 2 heroes, but he's going to Lothar's Edge and just get out of there. I'm actually surprised nobody's carrying protection. Nobody's actually got a gem. This is 14 minutes in. I'm not so sure if they can afford it. And actually, a gem would be detrimental to both sides if it were dropped. Can't be destroyed now. Can't be destroyed. Lion gonna not impale, actually, just right click, and I don't know if that's the correct thing to do. We're gonna be seeing, of course, Observer Ward's gonna be coming out here for the Gandalf, Keeper of the Light. No Blink Dagger yet, but he has picked up the mech. I'm actually surprised he went for mech instead of straight rushing that Blink Dagger. I guess they feel they have enough initiation coming off with the Earthshaker, but really, if you don't have that Blink Dagger, I feel, in my opinion, just everything I know about Bat Rider, and we are going to be seeing that Gem of True Sight. I'm going to pick up put on the Rubian Weaver. Super survivable hero. Everything I know about the Bat Rider, if you do not have that Blink, I feel you cut his effectiveness in half at least, like by 50%. Taking some time to push while Keeper of the Light is elsewhere busy, not getting a gank. He recalled somebody, actually, in fact, up top. And I'm not so sure if they can actually stop this push. Shadow Fiend is one of those. Well, he's one of those heroes. We are going to be seeing, in fact, a wraparound gank. We're going to be seeing the TPs in. Oh, suddenly they're very much out of position. We're going to be seeing the ultimate and trying to absolutely melt one hero. No, one more right click, not going to get the raise. And we're actually going to be seeing Shadow Fiend in a lot of trouble. He does not have that invisibility, and he's actually going to be going down. A nice pick off with the Finger of Death there coming off from Lion. Just saying, you know what, screw it. Ah. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with my mouse? And we're going to be seeing some Chakring up, because that's what he can do. He's the most annoying hero in the world. Gem of True Sight picked up by the Queen of Pain. We're going to be seeing the Echo Slam. We are going to be seeing the Impale. We are going to see a gem dropped, in fact. No Finger of Death, unfortunately. That Blinding Light, so powerful. So powerful, he's recalling somebody in. We're going to be seeing Bat Rider come, though. Whoa, there's a Firefly. There's Enchant Totem. No Fisher. Impale is actually only going to hit one. And actually more than enough, bringing in another hero to basically die. And not only that, they picked up the gem. It's on Earthshaker. Things are going very, very good for Wrath, where only, I think, 10 seconds ago, I was trying to think of a way to make the game sound more interesting because I was writing them off in my head. But they did it for me. They just made it incredibly, I want to say equal now. But they certainly have just insanely better chances. We are going to be seeing the Shadow Fiend, of course, line up quite a number of souls. He is going to be working very, very hard to make them back, and those souls are just his bread and butter. Not only to give him that extra, I think, 72 damage. Is it now? 38, 76 damage, in fact. I'm not so sure how much damage gets out of it. Oh, I feel so bad as a caster. Not only does it give him an insane amount of damage, just, of course, helping him out. Oh, he wants to get it before he gets to deny range, and he will get it before deny range. Will he pay for it with his life? Absolutely not, because he has a Lothar's Edge, looking for a big ultimate, but is deciding I'm not crazy. Instead, he ran out slightly too late there. Dust has caught his eye, and of course it does slow heroes down by 10% now, and unfortunately going to have to give up his own life without a fight. And Jakiro walking in, also going to have to do that. The same. Net is a very, very powerful, not very, very powerful tool, the ensnarement. Oh, in fact, we're going to find a third hero, Firefly, forced at this point. He's bottle crowing it, I think. Crow not going to get sniped. Going to get pushed out slightly by Blinding Light and actually going to just fall down and die. Earthshaker, of course, wants to join in the fray because there's nothing like dying one at a time and giving up the gem to make the game interesting. Lifestealer has picked up that gem instead. And we're going to be seeing a very, very strong push. One at a time. One at a time. The best way to do it. Anyway, let's go on to what items everyone have. Armlet of Mordigian has been picked up. Mana Boots have, of course, been picked up on the Lion. Just want to supplement that mana pool, allow him to cast all his spells. Of course, getting that nice AoE regen is not bad. We are going to be seeing the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. Definitely going to start turning things around. It is... We've entered quite a bit of a different sort of style of play now. Boots of Travel actually has been picked up on the Shadow Fiend. I think this is the correct choice. Certainly you want to have a push at least equal to the Keeper of the Light. Keeper of the Light, yet to upgrade the boots, and I wouldn't be surprised if we went for Boots of Travel. Not maybe next item, in fact. Might be what he's saving for. Let's check out his gold. At this point, Keeper of the Light coming in sitting at 962 gold. What does he want? Who knows? We are going to be seeing a big grouping. They do not want to lose this mid tower. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend, of course, going to be pushing up top with impunity. He has no ward coverage. Very, very surprising. But now they do, of course, have vision on the Ruby and Weaver as well as the Keeper of the Light. Needs to be a bit careful. He is actually backing off slightly. They do have, of course, the Dust. I think with that new boost. Oh, we're going to be seeing Nike's actually going to be going off. Mech is, I think it's going to save his life plus the Firefly. No, it's not. But we are going to be seeing Earthshaker coming in with an Echo Slam, plus the Enchant Totem, plus the fish are going to be picking off Naga Siren with impunity. There's a Macro Pyre. No Ice Path yet. Oh, he's actually sitting in Macro Pyre. There's the Ice Path. Doing a tremendous amount of damage. Did he just die to Macro Pyre? I have no idea, but he's dropped the gem. There's the Enchant Totem. There's a few right clicks right now. He has the Gem of True Sight. Where's the Fisher? Going to actually completely miss, but that nice third skill. We're going to be seeing Keeper of the Light actually doing some great right-click ability, and there was no way he was going to get out of there alive. And the gem, yet again, passes hands onto the Ruby and Weaver. Meanwhile, up top, Shadow Fiend looking to destroy that tower. A-OK, deciding to man-fight with the Queen of Pain, which he can more than do. He can easily absorb that and walk away. Walk away. I would think now would be the... Oh, cancelled it at the last second. Right there, realizing I'm not going to get anything. We're going to be seeing a nice tower deny thanks to some Ice Path, as well as a mech, just to want to cement that push. It was a tower trade. Where Shadow Fiend? Shadow Fiend decided to go bottom lane. Going to continue that farm. Is he going for Yasha next? I think Yasha might be the correct item. He has started to pick up levels. Yeah, of course, because he is level 14. For some reason, I thought he was level 11. Apologies. We're going to be seeing... Why am I making so many basic mistakes as a caster? Okay, we are going to be seeing a big push going to be going off on nowhere, actually. When I say a big push, I tend to mean at least 3 or 4 people. This is just Shadow Fiend. It's kind of a masturbatory exercise. And he's going to get ganked. And they have a Gem of True Sight at this point. And she's actually just waiting for any heroes. He needs to get out now. I think... Particularly without ward coverage, he's got to know something's up. No, he's just going to die. There it is with feed. Shadow Fiend immediately moving off, but we have the stuns. And there it goes. There was really no chance of that, of him actually not dying at that point. Where did that stun come from? Who has it? Lincoln Sphere. I saw purchased on who? Did I see it on the Naga Siren? No. Who has that Lincoln Sphere? I saw a Lincoln Sphere for like a brief half a second. Queen of Pain. What's it block? I think it blocks Firefly, and that's about it. Finger of Death. I think that's about it. Anyway, we're going to be seeing Lion deciding to get some farm on for himself. He's only level 9, does need that EXP quite crucially, I want to say. A Blink Dagger wouldn't go miss on him. Aghanims. It's kind of okay. Hex. Do you really need a double Hex? I'd prefer to have that Aghanims, to be completely honest. Or even a Dagon. Just double. It's Finger and then just Dagon. Finger Dagon. I've seen it before, and it in a pro game, actually. But it was quite a while ago, many, many patches ago. And that's when Dagon wasn't as good. I'm actually curious to see if he, maybe Ethereal Blade. There's a lot of potential for Lion here. Immediately, the one that comes off the top of my head is Blink Dagger or Force Staff, which are just... I think Force Staff works slightly better with the Lion. He certainly wants to get that EXP. He's actually going to come up to level 11 right now. Certainly what he needs. Having that extra level into Finger of Death just makes it so much better. We're going to be seeing those illusions going to be pushed away. Thanks to that gem, boarding is, of course, very, very, very difficult for both sides. Oh, well, for the side without the gem. And we're going to be seeing... I have this really, really odd feeling that Ruby and Weaver is not going to die anytime soon. She's just so survivable. And as I say that, she's probably going to die sometime soon. We're going to be seeing Naga Siren sleep. Of course, they don't have the gem. They're actually going to be recalling in, I think, the Nubian. Yeah, there she is. And going to allow, actually, the Shadow Fiend to escape because he was unfortunately just out of range. I'm seeing Queen of Pain moving forward, and he's immediately going to TP back to base. I think, to refill his bottle and to pick up his item, potentially. Yeah, it will be a BKB, in fact. Recognizing, they have Gem. Lothar's Edge no longer enough to protect me, and no longer enough to guarantee I'll get my ult off. I gotta go for this BKB. At the very least, I can BKB teleport out. Gonna give me a bit of survivability. Meanwhile, Bat Rider did still get his Gem, 23-minute mark. I think he got it earlier than that. Who knows? Flame Break is going to be scaled to level 2. We're going to be seeing Point Booster. It's going to be the Aghanim's as opposed to the Veil of Discord, both very, very common items. I don't know why they're actually getting this smoke. If they have a gem, they can actually see. I guess it's just to bypass the creep wave, but I'm just saying, you can totally see any sentry wards they have. But why walk through the lane if you can walk through the jungle? Anyway, not the point. Not the point. We're going to be seeing Blink out, in fact, from this Bat Rider. And he is, despite that mana leak, actually going to be taking a tremendous amount of damage thanks to that net. Was that where the stun came from on that Shadow Fiend, was mana leak? Did he actually have, because I just saw him get immediately stunned. There was like a fight a while ago, and we're going to be seeing Dual Breath going to be used to push out the creep wave a little bit. I saw him get immediately stunned. I was like, so he had no mana at all. Is that what you're telling me? Lies. That's lies on videotape. We are going to be seeing, of course, a bit of a push coming on. And it's going to be immediately refuted. Are they going to go for Roshan? I don't know if that's wise at this point. Actually, there's only one hero dead on the Sentinel side. 12 to 27. I guess that's a sizable advantage. They feel they can kind of win the fights anyway. We're going to take him down relatively fast. I feel that the initiation that Sentinel have kind of makes up for this deficit, because one blink in and there's nothing you can do. You get chain stunned to death. Hero being opened up to at least, two very potential ultimates, Macropyre, as well as the Shadow Fiend's Requiem Souls, which is currently level 16. But yeah, I guess he's okay. And of course, Bat Rider's Firefly. Flaming Lasso, able to do a tremendous amount of damage, but everything, I guess, is A-okay. We're going to be seeing Earthshaker, currently only a level 12. And I think he is actually going for that Aghanim. Maybe he might decide to switch to go for the Veil of Discord. Certainly, I think helps just slightly with that Macropyre, as well as the Requiem of Souls. Of course, having that extra tremendous amount of damage coming off. I think it's 2 bounces for every hero. It's not a bad thing to have. And of course, it means it happens instantaneously. There is just that point, I think 3 of a second or however long it takes you to activate the Veil of Discord, which of course could be potentially detrimental. There's a lot of room for interruption, particularly looking at you, Naga Siren, and some of those sleeps. Can you imagine blinking in and immediately get slept? Oh, it's probably one of the worst things in the world. So having that extra little bit of damage might help. We are going to be seeing a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's got the chain stunning has to be perfect. Naga Siren, I wouldn't be surprised she gets a BKB. Just in terms of team survivability, but at the moment I don't think she needs to. She can focus on damage, Diffusal Blade, whatever she wants. Why? Because, well, there haven't been any big team fights. They haven't really been grouping. The only time they grouped was that Roshan fight, which nothing really happened. We're going to be seeing Blink forward. We are going to be seeing a Bat Rider's Flaming Lasso coming off onto nobody because she has a Lincoln Sphere, and she's actually going to take a lot of damage. We're going to be seeing, in fact, not able to be saved, but we're going to be seeing that Finger of Death. Right click's going to bring down the Queen of Pain. Lincoln Sphere, fortunately, didn't help her then. Right click's actually brought down the Lion at this point. Naga Siren coming back in. Oh, there's an Ice Path going to be catching 2. There's the Blink in, Echo Slam, plus Enchant Totem, plus Dual Breath. Lifestealer is still in the mix, but there's Weaver. Weaver's coming to clean up, and Weaver will be cleaning up, I think, just fine. There's no tower. Oh, we're going to be seeing that Ice Path going to be catching him. Not a safe place to stand, and in fact, will be going down. Earthshaker went down as well to the Lifestealer. Things are not going Rat's way at all. They are catching, though, 15 to 30, and they will be, I think, trading for this mid tower. I'm not so sure if the Scourge can defend. No, they can't. Wrath of Olympus D will be picking up that tower yet again. He's gotten that BKB. What's he going for? He's really pressuring this tower. He's going to be pressuring a tier 3. It's going to be taking a bit of damage. Not a lot. Might go down to like a quarter at the most. See how long it however long it takes to Ruby and Weaver to get here. And yeah, there we go. And he's going to go back to jungling. Just going to be straight up farming. Is a Shadow Fiend a better carry than a Lifestealer who went Mask of Madness and an Armlet? I don't know. I don't think so. Nerubian Weaver doesn't actually have any items. I think she may be going Radiance first. Radiance that buff. And I think that's what she's going for. You don't save 3,900 gold. Divine Rapier? I don't know. But I am expecting her to get that Sacred Relic. But maybe she just wants to keep her options open. Maybe she just doesn't want to reveal to the opposing team what she has the idea of getting. Batrider deciding to clear those Ancients. What's he getting? Shivas? 1206. It's Shivas. It's going to be quite a while. Twin-headed Dragon starting to get on them levels, allowing the supports to farm a little bit more, saying we don't have really a lot of late game in the Shadow Fiend. We want the supports to be our late game, which is definitely very possible. Open Wounds are going to be gone off. That's a very long initiation for Open Wounds, I gotta say. Or did he? Oh, he blinked out. He got Open Wounds and then he blinked out. I was like, what? How can you Open Wound somebody that far away? A very, very cautious play now coming in from the Shadow Fiend. Not cautious enough. He is going to get wraparound ganked. He has to get out. Pop your Shadow Blade. It gives you that Lothar's Edge. It gives you the extra move speed. BKB and Lothar's Edge. TP out, man. You BKB'd. And yes. Oh, unfortunately, somebody has a Basher, and Basher, of course, goes through that. Pop the 10-second BKB charge for nothing at this point. Dropping a lot of gold, and we're going to be seeing a pipe. Oh my goodness, that pipe is absolutely devastating. And we're going to be seeing Sonic Wave, in fact, they'll be going forward. And so much damage, Keeper of the Light managed to go down. There we are with the Finger of Death, as well as going to pick off the Queen of Pain. Macro Pyre, I think, slightly unnecessary, but hey! Oh my goodness, with the Blink, Enchant Totem. Oh, the damage, but of course that nice sleep. And we have an Infest Bomb coming in here. Oh, does he have any more spells? There's nothing. No Enchant Totem canceled at the last second. You can still cast spells. No. Oh, nice Flame Break. Unfortunately, not able to stop him. He does have the Aghanim Scepter. You're going to be seeing a Blink away for the Batrider. Illusion Runes are going to be popped. You know, if you pop the Illusion Runes while you are in Firefly mode, apparently you get that the Illusions can Firefly. No, they can't Firefly. They can't drop flames, but they can go on to any terrain, supposedly. I don't know if that's Dota 1 or Dota 2, but I read that somewhere. And since I never play Batrider, I'll never know. Unless I see it in a game. We're going to be seeing Aghanims, no other big item. That pipe was absolutely devastating. He ate a lot of that damage just for, I think, for a good 30, 40 seconds, more than enough time to let his teammates come in. What should have been a very quick, a very easy kill actually turned into an unfavorable trade for the Sentinel. So nice job picking up that pipe. Coming out from the Keeper, I don't say. Pipe plus mech. Oh, it's just absolutely devastating. Batrider forced to flee. We're going to be seeing a bit of a defense here. I'm not so sure if it can happen. Glyph has been forced out. Lion at this point, no idea what he's going to be going for. He has gotten that Force Staff. I think it's a very logical item. I don't know if it's what will win you the game, but it just makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? It just makes sense that it just makes sense. I feel that Stone is probably going to be going for, whatchamacallit later. Veil of Discord. He is I think, the correct Veil of Discord holder. I mean, there's potential to get it on the Lion, but I think he is the correct one. Lion, maybe if you're going for something that big, Ethereal Blade. There's nothing on Ethereal Blade. Somehow, top lane's actually going to get pressured slightly here. Queen of Pain going to be coming in, and she's going to be pushing away. Oh, it's this guy. He's actually just being played as a pusher, not really much of a team fight or DPS hero. Very, very good job, in fact, of the Sentinel. They're actually somehow winning. Not in terms of kills, but in terms of towers. In fact, that tower I don't feel is long for life. This Boots of Travel is just absolutely insane. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh, we're seeing... Oh, Requiem of Souls! There we go. Oh, raise, but immediate TP out. Nice reflexes here. I think a BKB charge was popped. We're going to be seeing some right clicks coming off, but nothing really substantial. We're going to be seeing a big team fight actually going to be going off near the bottom lane. Wrath of Olympus C. The Batrider just went down in the woods. Can't really jump... No, not the Batrider. Who's C? Lion. Can't really jump in, but they are going to. There's a Flaming Lasso. There's the Echo Slam. There's so much damage coming off for two heroes, Macro Pyre, and that, my friends, is beautiful. That, my friends, is Dota, and we're actually going to see... I think the gem was dropped in that gauge, right? Where's the gem? Force Staff. Who Force Staffed it? Where's the gem? Who has the gem? Was the gem not dropped in that gauge? We're going to be seeing, in fact, the gem is actually up top, BKB out, but Basher, too strong, goes through BKB, of course, and is actually going to be dropping yet again. BKB didn't work out for him. I think a Yasha might have been slightly better, Manta style. We are going to be seeing, however, a trade, a couple of heroes for a tower. And I'm not so sure if Wrath are happy with this, but they're not. I don't feel they're losing. They're certainly still in the money. They're still in the game here. Force Staff has been picked up on a lot of heroes. You see Batrider actually kind of wants to pressure this tower a bit. I'm not so sure if they can get it. Liquid Fire, of course, does work on towers, slows down the attack. And actually that Fissure is actually going to do a little bit more damage to them, to their push attempt, than it did to the creep wave. Although it killed the creep wave, and it kind of killed the push attempt. We're going to be seeing Wrath of Olympus asking, are you having fun? I'm certainly enjoying myself. We're going to be seeing the gem is actually on the Lifestealer. I don't know why it keeps trading hands. I know the Arabian Weaver died in that last engage. I was like, didn't she have a gem? But okay, no. Aghanim's next, or maybe Veiled Discord for her. Ethereal Blade. There's a lot of potential once again for the Queen of Pain. And I feel she goes at least as late as a Lion does. I think she's slightly more useful at all stages. Oh, this is going to be big. Haste Rune, though. Force Staff plus Haste Rune. And plus a Queen Pain that's scared of you. More than enough to ensure it. I think she's very, very jittery. Very, very much afraid of an invisible Shadow Fiend in the woods. As well as you should be. We are going to be seeing an engage. Actually going to be killing off one, I think. Where is it? At the top lane? SVR just pwned B. Who's B? B is blue. Jakiro. Okay. I think that was at the mid lane. Big mid lane gank. Apologies. We are going to be seeing, in fact, this lane's going to get pushed insanely. There's the Yasha. I think Manta Style next. Can they get it? It's going to be a tower tread. He's going to force at least one TP out. There we go. It's going to trade right clicks. Man, fight this. Oh my goodness gracious me. He's dead once again. Once again, there is no saving him. Batrider for the win, blinking in, flaming lasso though. We're going to be seeing an ult. We're not going to be seeing an ult. Oh, there's a flame break. Going to actually get the Naga Siren here, invisible, but he has, of course, the gem. Force Staff forward, trying to save his life. We're going to see an Infest come out. Oh, Ghost Scepter, best item in the game. We're going to be seeing right clicks. They're going to be focusing him down, but Queen of Pain coming in. Batrider, another flame break, not in time. Sonic Wave, going to be catching him out, and somebody TP'd to the top lane. And meanwhile, there's a big push coming off on the mid lane. They are still actually on this tier 2 tower. Beautiful defense coming in from the Sentinel side at this point. And they're managing to pressure top lane without actually having to drop a single tower. Though there's Edge, looks like it would be the next item. I'm not so sure about that. I actually think Veil of Discord might have been slightly stronger. But we are going to be seeing a little bit more damage going to be done to this tower. It's a slow siege, but it's something that you can have later on, particularly since the siege machine, of course, doesn't affect aggro the same way these creeps do. It's something that is going to be a bit of a factor later on. Just a very, very small potential. Sowing seeds, if you will. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend. I don't know what to say about Shadow Fiend. Lifestealer, it doesn't really seem to matter what Lifestealer gets, because Lifestealer, it doesn't matter anymore if he gets bigger, because he can already kill Shadow Fiend in like half a second. There's nothing. I mean, I guess even Ghost Scepter maybe would be the only thing that could save Shadow Fiend. So it doesn't matter how much faster he gets. It's how much counter push can they provide. And there's no way Lifestealer is ever going to be that great of a counter pusher to out counter push a Shadow Fiend, which is it's kind of sort of a beauty of the hero that you don't really consider. Really, I certainly didn't until this game. Just the fact that things don't work out for you as a carry, just play him as a sick pusher. He's just running around across the lane. I mean, I know people have done it before. They've always Boots of Travel is a very, very popular build, but to the extent that it's being used in this game, it's very instructional for me. IMHO. We're going to be seeing a definite Nike's Bomb. He has to get out of there, but there we go with the Lothar's... Oh, with the Lothar's Edge. And actually going to be man-fighting it up. No, there goes the bugs. And once again, he's going to die without really giving a good account of himself. And dropping. There we go. Firefly is going to be activated, trying to run away at this point. Naga Siren's net going to be coming off. There's a blinding light, plus cold... Plus an Ice Path, and it's going to be dropping to Cure yet again. 21 to 38, yet somehow, I don't feel that bad about Wrath of Olympus' chances at this point. Are they going to be chasing? They're going to be chasing, but he's got Lothar's Edge as well as the Blink. Lothar's Edge, I think, just for the extra move speed. I'm not so sure if I agree with it, to be 100% honest. We're missing Batrider, though, plus the Lion, doing some great pushing here. Queen of Pain starting to come in. Now we're coming to a point where I think the split pushing is starting to fail because, well, one hero can more than take care of the entire team. It just gets bad, because now you need to devote at least 2 or 3 heroes to pushing, some to counter defense, whereas they only need, I think, at least 1 hero lane, then 3 heroes down the mid, as they're doing now. Well, they've devoted 4 heroes, but the principle of it. Same Glyph has been forced out. Here comes the Earthshaker. I think he's the most devastating hero on the map, just in terms of his role and what he's been doing so far. We've seen that Gem of True Sight play a huge role here. Are we going to be seeing a Fissure? Long range Fisher going to be quite attacking those heroes. I'm not so sure if that's illegal. No, you can still fit in. He has been very, very careful about that. Lifestealer, of course, going to be clearing this group wave with impunity. We're going to be seeing a 5-man defense. We're going to be seeing a big team fight. Check it out. Wait for the Earthshaker. Wait for the Earthshaker. Impales, actually, and plus Hex, plus the Flaming Lasso, plus the Long Range Fisher, plus the Macro Pyre is going to be coming off. Earthshaker immediately slept. No chance to drop off the enchant. No chance to drop off the Echo Slam. He's actually going to be Lothar's Edge out. There we go with a Flaming... we're going to be seeing a net coming off. Ice Path is going to completely miss. Queen of Pain's actually going to get the Lion with impunity. We're going to be seeing a big Echo Slam coming off for 2 heroes. Oh my goodness, the amount of right-click damage from those Manta-style illusions is going to be focused on the Keeper of the Light. He's the only one, I think, no, plus the Queen of Pain. Still left alive there. And we're seeing those Manta-style illusions doing a tremendous amount of dirty work. Blink in plus a Flame Break, but not, of course, going to do that much. Lasso not going to do much against a hero with Blink. And... actually, no blinks coming off from the Earthshaker. 3 heroes there. We're going to see Mana Leak going to just completely get another stun. So, big confusing team fight. That was actually 4 or 5 things happening at once right there. And in the meantime, guess who teleported to the top like a boss? Nevermore, which was incredibly annoying, actually, I gotta say. For me, as a commentator trying to keep my eye on everything. I feel more attack speed, and just because I'm looking at this lightning animation... Mjolnir. I don't know why. That's just the first thing that pops in my head. Do you need more attack speed if you have a Mask of Madness? Probably not. I just like the idea. Desert Blade there did a tremendous amount of work. Giving that initiation. I actually want to rewind and catch that fight all over again from the beginning, but unfortunately I can't. Because give it a 1. It's a bit confusing. There's just too many things happening at once, and the initiation... my screen's too small. Do you ever feel that? The screen's just tiny, and you're just like, get rid of this stuff, and get rid of this stuff. Anyway, let's check out any big items. Who has what? Boots of Travel actually being picked up on the Keeper of the Light. Correct item choice. I feel Mana Boots. Nothing else. Urn of Shadows picked up on the Jakiro. 4 staffs on everybody. Ghost Scepter, I think, should be the next item for the supports. Squishier supports on the Sentinel side. We're going to be seeing a match style illusion going to be there. Scout out the Roshan attempt, which, of course, will be the next... available idea. Here comes the smoke in. I'm actually gonna just bypass his Manta style illusions, and I think they can have this. They should be able to have it, and they will. They're gonna get that very, very, very quickly. Particularly now they have all these items. The Basher. Does he have Radiance? No Radiance. Yeah, actually went for a straight BKB. Kept his options open. Felt Magic Immunity slightly better, and I'm not gonna disagree with it. The amount of magic, like at the moment, what's keeping Sentinel in the fight is the fact they can do a tremendous amount of magic damage. And there we go. Easy Roshan. Lifesteal acquires the Aegis Immortal. And what are you going to do, especially once they start coming at ganking? I mean, you've got the Blink, though, as well as the Lothar's Edge. Survivability-wise, fantastic. We've seen that Enchant Totem came off at the right time. He's got the Blink away, and he will. They're not even going to bother to chase at this point. Bat Rider looking for some sort of an engage. I think with that Ghost Scepter, not the wisest choice in the world. I honestly have no idea what he's farming for anymore. There's nothing. Like, if he even gets a Heart of Tarask, he's just not survivable enough. That's it. He can deal a fair amount of damage, but he's got no survivability. And everybody here is Magic Immune. His ult starting to lose effectiveness. And unfortunately, he has yet to get an Aghanims upgrade. So, there's no way to make that ult stronger. So, have you heard Ice Frog wants to give an Aghanims upgrade to every hero? Makes sense. It's very logical, I think, to get, like, I mean, something like a Shadow Fiend. It's a very logical upgrade. I keep using the word logic. It makes sense as an upgrade. Like, his upgrade is, it'll do more damage or have a lower cooldown. Like, those kinds of upgrades make sense. But then there are some heroes who have ultimates, and you're just like, how on earth are you going to give him an Aghanims upgrade without A, either making it broken, like Drow Ranger. Like, without A, either making it broken, or B, just, like... It just doesn't make sense in an upgrade. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, if you ask me silencers, I'm like, oh, are you gonna increase the duration of the silence? Kind of makes it broken. Putting Curse of the Silent on him, just kind of, I don't know. I feel like that was a big waste, like of ultimate, increasing the duration by 1 second. I'm just like, it's not really that good. Oh my goodness, he's bleeding on a big juke around, playing Ring Around the Rosies right now. He's fled into the woods. They're never going to catch him. I'm going to TP bottom lane. I'm going to be pushing out. One of the things he can do, of course, is man-fight it with most every hero. Except for, that Queen of Pain is so jumpy. Look at her. Half of her health. disappeared in a heartbeat. He needs a blink just to chase that clock. And anyways, hers is a 6-second cooldown. Blink, of course, 12 seconds. Not quite as cool. We're going to be seeing Lifestealer, of course, going to be mowing down the mid lane while he still has that Aegis. Everybody better have a TP scroll. I think his is on cooldown. Oh no, he did, of course, go for the Eagle Horn. And into Butterfly could work. I think a Ghost Scepter. Well, if you get a Ghost Scepter, you eliminate his right-click potential, which of course is one of the best things about him. We're going to be seeing, oh my goodness. We need TP out. We are, this throne defense is, throne attack's going to be happening no matter what. Glyph has been forced out. Immediate TPs down to the bottom lane. Jakiro looking for an ice path. Looking for the ice path of his life. Macroplier plus the ice path of his life. Oh, plus that flaming. Well, we're going to be seeing nothing because he is raged up like crazy. Tower, unfortunately, had to drop. Mana leak, not going to be doing much. Oh, nice ice path. Of course, he still has the Aegis dual breath. And there we go, dropping the Aegis. We are going to be seeing, I think, what's up top. Another tower dropping instead. That net doing so much work. He needs a lifesteal of some sort. And he's actually going to drop yet again. Ah, it's got to be so shameful. So another tower trade. But I think they might be losing more heroes here. Right click galore. No Ghost Scepter. And he's going to get bashed to death, essentially. Right click, right click, right click. Bot back. Buyback from the Shadow Fiend. Lay on the damage. Pouring it out. Gonna get the gem for themselves. 4-staff forward. It cost them a buyback, but totally worth it, in my opinion. Having that gem, legit. Who picked it up? Jakiro. I'm not sure if he's the best hero to have it, but now that they actually do have that gem, Shadow Fiend starting to look legit again. And just as I say that, Manta Style out of the net. Nice job there. Then die. Okay. Well, just as I said that, he was looking legit. We saw the buyback coming in from Lifestealer, and it just got horrible. I think leave that gem in the fountain and try to defend without it, to be honest. Try and defend the Sentry Orbs or something. Having this gem could be more of a hindrance because there's no way you can bring them down. There's a lot of ways they can bring you down. We're going to see Macropire going to be dropped, doing a tremendous amount of work. I'm just seeing Blinding Light coming across. Blink, blink in, blink in, blink in, blink in. Earthshaker. Oh, there we go. Earthshaker's blink in, and they're actually going to get the Nerubian Weaver for that one. Earthshaker, of course, just fantastic at this point. Flaming Liquid. Liquid Fire. Flaming Liquid. Oh, but the nice blink away. Actually, I don't know if he's intended that. He does have the gem, so probably didn't intend that. We are going to be seeing a, unfortunately, a trade. Not a trade. We're going to be seeing a down a Rax coming up from the Sentinel at this point. Oh, the blink forward. No Flaming Lasso, because guess what? He has a Lincoln Sphere. You got to learn that, son. You got to learn that. We're going to be seeing Firefly. Flame Break, going to actually push him away. Blink out immediately. We're going to be seeing another tower going to be going down. Wow, that's not much you can do about that. Shadow Fiend's still not coming back for another 30 seconds. If he whether he wants to or not. I don't know why he decides to push out by himself. He keeps doing that. He keeps going out by himself when he knows there's like 4 or 5 of them. But anyway, I digress. We're going to be seeing, I think this is a pretty desperate defense right now. At the moment, the Sentinel still has chances. If they lose another Rax, I'm going to have to reduce those chances by a considerable amount. He's actually walking through Ice Path with Rage. Oh, that 4-staff forward. He has the gem. Are they going to take it? They are going to take it from his cold, dead corpse, as some people might say. I say. Shadow Fiend. I don't know what's going on in the... If you see the bottom lane, they're actually... I think they're trading a Rax for this one. Right clicks galore going to be going off. Twin gems, both on the Scourge side. They don't have to give up the Rax on the bottom lane. I think they're deciding to. Shadow Fiend actually manning it up, but that lifesteal coming off against those illusions is insane. A pipe has been popped, making Earthshaker slightly useless. You can't totem the ground because that's what it does now. And we're going to be seeing, oh, goodbye. Oh, Earthshaker, Echo Slam coming off. We're going to be seeing the Fisher, but it's only hitting one. So much damage, though. And we're going to be seeing, I think, Keeper of the Light. He's not going to get the Keeper of the Light, and Chant Totem going to completely whiff. And I think, come on, give him the Keeper of the Light. He is going to get the Keeper of the Light. Despite everything else, immediate TPs to the bottom lane, where they did in fact lose 1 Rax. It is the, I think the range, yeah, it's the range Rax, so it's not such a big deal. In the meantime, they managed to get quite a number of, a whole mid lane Rax as well as the range Rax coming off here, so not such a big deal as well. But Shadow Fiend immediately coming in to do some big pushes. Oh, there we go, lay on the damage. That's what I've been waiting to see. Gonna get 1 hero, Manta Style, and not gonna get another hero. AKB, BKB, it up, and fight. Your illusions might actually have been able to get a kill right then and there. And it's actually going to be pouring off the damage right now. That is doing a tremendous amount of work. He wants to push the creep wave, but he is incredibly low, and he's going to walk out of there A-okay. Meanwhile, mid lane's going to get pushed by these array of supports, I want to say, support-type heroes, while Shadow Fiend does the dance of distraction. The distraction dance. Meanwhile, mid lane looks like it's going to be a 5-man push while their lifestealer is still dead. We're going to be seeing, I think, buyback should be on cooldown. We're going to be seeing a lot of pings. One person to defend, I think they want to say, but who do you going to get to defend? You need everybody. You need. I just get Batrider. Get rid of Batrider. Let Batrider defend. Flaming Lasso makes sense for it. You really, I think the most essential hero you need is the Earthshaker at this point, as well as the Shadow Fiend. I guess Jakira could also go back and defend. There's a gem in True Sight. No, he's not even going to care. He's just going to focus completely on that tower. Manta style illusions. I think he should have done that from the start. Oh, the ice path. But here comes the initiation. Force staff forward to save his life. Long range Fisher going to stop. It doesn't matter if you got BKB. Sonic Wave dropped on nothing. And we're going to be seeing a tremendous amount of damage. But that Lothar's Edge. Oh no. Somebody has a Radiance here. No Echo Slam was dropped. 1 kill going off in that direction. We're going to be seeing Fisher going to be dropped yet again. Hex. We are going to be seeing, in fact, another gem going to be dropped. And who's going to pick up? This is the Lion. There we go. Liquid Fire. 4 heroes dead currently. Beautiful team fight coming off. The only one left alive is Keeper of the Light. And that hero is incredibly annoying at the counter push. We're going to be seeing at least a tower going to be going down. Batrider has gone back to the defend. And they're going to eat that Illuminate without really much of a care. There it goes. Wrath and Olympus managed to destroy the tower despite the glyph, and they're immediately focusing on that melee Rex. Here we go with a Hex initiation. There's the Impale. There's a mana drain. How do you like it now? I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, because it keeps mana leaking everybody. And it doesn't matter. Things are going insane for me. I'm kind of going crazy here. We're going to be seeing 4 heroes dead and have this amount of time to try and get that Rax. Dual Breath coming off. And we're going to be seeing, yes, they are now currently equal on Raxes. There's the Hex. Where's the Finger of Death? There's the Ice Path. They're not even going to kill the Keeper of the Light. They don't care. They just want to focus on the Rax, give themselves a fighting chance. Now it's all down to the top lane. And as I was talking about those seeds that were being sown, it is slightly pushed right now. And it just means that they'll be that much faster if they ever manage to get to the top and they ever manage to start getting a push off. Earthshaker coming in. He's the big bad here. Boom with the enchant totem. Oh, but the sleep. Naga Siren's sleep. This is exactly what they need. They're going to be illusioning up. Riptide is going to be off cooldown. And the immediate blinks. Immediate Force Staffs. Do not want to fight this one out. Do not want to sit there for the channel. They were just waiting. And beautifully enough, they got out pretty much all alive. In fact, the only one's dead is a Shadow Fiend. Why is he still dead? Honestly, no idea why he's still dead. Actually, when I was talking about those seeds, that's not a big seed. It's like 400 damage on the tower, 1268. It's less than 400 damage. But damn, it's 1 Rax apiece from getting Mega Creeps. And even if you get Mega Creeps either side, I don't feel that it's over. Both sides still have very, very strong fighting chances here. I love the way, I gotta say, that the Sentinel has been playing it. I prefer it more. The Scourge have been kind of just, well, we're pouring on the damage, we're getting kills. Definitely everything the Sentinel has done has been slightly more technical. They've got to come in with great timing. They haven't always been able to do it, but when they do it, man, it is something to watch. And I think both sides now have a gem. Butterfly has been completed. Lion does have the gem for the Sentinel, and Naga Siren has the gem for the Scourge. And I think both gems were bought by the Scourge, in fact. So somebody's out another 850 now, 1700 gold. And we're going to be seeing Mystic Staff picked up in the Queen of Pain. Hex makes sense. Shiva's also makes a lot of sense. Both are very disabling for the Shadow Fiend, and I think Hex makes slightly more sense, actually, for some reason. Get rid of that invasion. That evasion. No, but he's decided to go for the lifesteal. Finally able to pick up a Mask of Death. He's getting big. He's wanted these items for a while, and it looks like it's just going to be a straight backdoor attempt. Which makes sense to me. If you can overcome... Oh, no, they know. If you can overcome the... now he's going to TPing, so it's not going to be a straight backdoor attempt. If you can overcome the backdoor protection, why not do so? Like, of course, we're going to have those... Now, when I was talking about the pushing potential of... we aren't going to see an easy Roshan. We're not talking about the pushing potential of Keeper of the Light, as well as of... Actually, all 3 Roshans have been taken by the Scourge, and yet I kind of feel the Sentinel have very, very good chances. Let's say, Keeper of the Light versus a Shadow Fiend. The later it gets, of course, the more it favors Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend works better. He can right-click down those creeps. I mean, he no longer relies on those raises, whereas Keeper of the Light has to rely on those raises. He's going to blink out immediately. There we go. Blink. The counter Naga Siren Sleep. Oh, the man fight. There we go. Disabling. And What happened? He was hexed into a tiny black sheep, sonic wave, 4-staff forward. No big ult, actually going to die before he can do anything else. And there's the Echo Slam. There's so much damage, Long Range Fisher, and going to get it with an Impale as well as a Finger of Death. Going to pick off 2 heroes. Somebody's godlike, and we're going to be seeing that pipe popped a little bit too late. Guess who's walking around invisible looking for your head? No, Enchanto them. Oh, there's a mana leak, and it's actually going to get stun off. We're seeing 4-staff forward, the Impale. There's the mana drain. Oh, that just feels so anticlimactic. We're going to be seeing the Gem of True Sight has been picked up on the Queen of Pain, Long Range Fisher. I think they're going to back it out now. The recall's coming in. And guess who's there? It's the Weaver. She is angry. She's one angry. What the heck? Refresher Crystallis. Wow, I've never seen this build on Earthshaker, but you can be guaranteed I'm going to be playing this in the future. Refresher Crystallis. I never even considered a refresher for the Earthshaker until now. And you know what? This is my build from now on. I don't care. Like, you know how I was talking about varying your build depending on the game situation? No, forget about that. From now on, so there we go with the Flaming Lasso coming in. We're going to be seeing a lot of damage. Once again, I think he keeps forgetting she has the Lincoln Sphere. And then we go with the immediate Hex coming off onto him. Impale. He's Ghost Sceptered out immediately, which is great, but going to get picked off by a Scream of Pain. And Lion is going to force the TP out. Meanwhile, Ancient has just lost a tremendous amount of health. That Spirit Tower is going down. These towers are pretty healthy because, I don't know what, I don't just want to say it. Sentinel have done such a better job at defending. It's insane. They've just done such a better job at defending than the Scourge have done at attacking, and well, it's insane. That's what more can I say? We can see look at the way this creep wave just dies. Just the right click potential plus the raises, and having that extra damage is just crazy. It's crazy. It's figuring out the time zones making me crazy. Of course, it's very hard to push against this lane, particularly if you have smaller creeps. However, the other creep lane I think should push naturally, particularly this bottom lane. Mid lane should push equally, and top lane, well, you've got a Nyx Bomb coming off for nothing. Because Shadow Fiend is all the way over here, laughing. He's got a Helm of the Dominator, gonna go for Satanic next. That's your survivability right there. That's your insane damage output. Why am I looking at the screen where there's nothing happening? Well, that's a good question. You might be curious as to what items everyone has. Vlad's has been picked up on the Naga Siren. We're going to see the Cheese going to be picked up on... Who is the Aegis? Nobody is the Aegis. I think they may have destroyed the Aegis. Cheese is going to be picked up on the Lifestealer because they feel slightly more useful. Because it gives you that immediate heal. Crystallis plus Refresher. This is a carry. He's going to go Bariza de Canyon next. That would be cool. I'm just saying it would be. He doesn't have the attack speed to pull off any crits, but hey, it would be cool. Who has this Radiance? It's got to be Weaver, right? Yeah, Weaver has a Radiance. I didn't check it out earlier. Missed that. My bad. I don't think it's that good this late in the game. I mean, certainly the buff, 50 damage a second. That's pretty good, but I guess you could argue it. Why not get it on the Lion? No, it doesn't make sense on Lion, but pretty cool just to see it. Bat Rider? Shiva's Guard, I think, should be Bat Rider's next item. My honest opinion. Just because they need to take out this Nyx. I honestly don't know what this Nyx is going to go for, but we can see the Earthshaker going to actually be poning. I want to say it's the Earthshaker because it's the Earthshaker initiation that Keep of the Light, and Shadow Fiend dies yet again. Despite BK being up. To him, death is an inconvenience. It's a minor inconvenience. However, for the rest of his team, they might not figure that to be so. He's currently died how many times? 14 times. The reason why this is actually a great time for them to push, particularly if they can push out this lane a little bit and then just run down the middle and maybe end it, or maybe to push all the way down and get the bottom racks may be a bit difficult. However, at the moment, Sentinel doing a fantastic job of pushing this top lane. In fact, they're going to get ganked right now. Here, the recall. There's 3 heroes here. They have to run away. BKB, blink in, going to be, in fact, completely wasted. TP out, TP out, TP out. Oh, the Hex! My goodness, that Flaming Lasso Trail, I think, was the one that did him in. And now with 2 heroes dead, they're going to be hard-pressed to defend themselves. However, unfortunately, I don't think they have time to do the push because they wasted a ton of TP scrolls right there. and I don't think they can get into position. They certainly don't have that boots of travel anymore. I don't know why he's farming. What is he farming for? Is it seriously a Bariza? He's got a refresher, man. Is a Bariza? Is that what you go for in a situation like this? You build a DPS, Rygor Stonehoof, TPing back. They're going to just go straight mid and end this one. Straight mid and end. Straight mid and end. Strand, as I like to say. That doesn't make any sense. Long range Fisher, not going to really do much. And here we go. Lifestealer starts pounding on this tower. Invisibility. Oh, coming in with the Flaming Lasso. Actually going to be taking him in. Oh my goodness, they're just pouring the damage onto him. But that Naga Siren Sleep just doing a fantastic amount of work. Flame Break not able to help out on that one. So great initiation coming in from the Bat Rider. Unfortunately, completely stymied. We're going to be seeing Glyph going to be popped here. This is going to be a one big defense. Oh my goodness, everybody's back right now except for the Jakiro. He has no souls though, you gotta keep in mind. Oh, he just picked up quite a number of them. And in fact, Scourge gonna be forced to push back. Why? Because this giant, critical, massive creep wave is coming in, and that tower doesn't have much health at all. And if they let it get to this point, I have a feeling I know what the Shadow Fiend wants to do. He wants to TP and just say, fuck it. But if he does, the rest of his team might die and he might lose the game. It's a bit scary right now. Here comes Jakiro doing a great job. Macropyre, unfortunately, forced to be used as a counter push attempt. And I want to see what's going on. Is Shadow Fiend going to TP to the top? Is there going to be an engage? There is the engage right now. Net's going to be going off. Force that forward. Magic Style immediately. He's forced to run away. Don't run away from your team. Your team is what can save you. But he's actually going to be Hex, and he's going to be Shadow Strike, and he's going to immediately die yet again. I don't know if he has a buyback. You're going to be seeing Lifesteal actually go the same way. So I don't think there's going to be a big push attempt. We're going to be seeing Jakiro caught on the other side of the Fisher. He's going to be forced that forward, trying to save his life. Echo Slam coming off. Oh, so much damage. Another refresher. Echo Slam. Beautiful job. 2 heroes dead. The Geometry Sight is on the floor. There's a gem on the floor, but nobody cares because there's a Keeper of the Light here. They're all looking for that gem, but it's a green grass, and it's very, very hard to see. Double kill somewhere. Oh my goodness, there he goes. Oh, immediate Hex. Does he have a Hex as well? Or is it the other guy? The Queen of Pain has a Hex. Yeah, the Queen of Pain, sorry. I thought she didn't have it. And it's definitely on cooldown. Mana Leak, unfortunately. Oh, and guess what's happening? Guess what's happening, guys? Oh, force a TP out. Earthshaker, MVP, Crystallis, I think Bariza. Oh, there we go. Flaming Lasso into the fire, and well, not really doing any damage. Frying pan into the fire thing. But we're going to be seeing a pipe popped, and there is no way anything's going to happen. Oh, Flame Break, but Blinding Light. He's actually recalling somebody in. Ghost Scepter immediately. This is a Queen of Pain, and you want a Ghost Scepter next to a Queen of Pain? Oh my goodness, son, you got guts. The right-click damage. He's actually going to force out himself. He's going to live. She has a blink, though. He's forced to do some clever jukes. Shadow Strike, I think, might even kill him off right now. Can he deny himself to neutrals? No, he can't. He's actually just going to die straight. Earthshaker upgraded to the Bariza D-Cannon. He is currently the DPS machine on this team. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Naga Siren's definitely going to be able to defend here. We're seeing 2 heroes dead on the Scourge. We're seeing Shadow Fiend coming back. We're seeing Lion coming back at this point. Is it Lion? Yeah, Lion coming back. We're seeing 3 heroes going to be defending, 4 heroes against 4 heroes. Kira's going to be coming back very, very soon. As long as his Earthshaker is alive, Earthshaker, the late game carry, pure potential right now. It's just insane. It's insanity. I don't know. For me, in my honest opinion. I don't know who's going to win. ES Pro. SVR admitting it. Like, this is ES. This is the way you should play ES. Forget this scrubby support idea. He's a carry. Boots a travel carry. Man, sell that Lothar's Edge and go pick yourself up a Divine, man. This is some sick stuff. Okay, anyway, we're going to be seeing another push out. They do not want this lane to get... that way, if they lose a team fight, at least they won't be losing the Rex, I think is their feeling. Oh, they lost the Rex. No, wait, I mean, they lost the Rex. Why am I saying it was bottom lane that they need to push out? I don't know why they're not pushing out bottom lane. At least they're not losing their tower. Their mid lane tower. Meanwhile, this lane is going to, of course, push itself out naturally, although that is quite a critical mass of illusions you've got there, as well as creeps. And in fact, Earthshaker, I think that's a great target point for the Earthshaker. You're going to be seeing, if he can get in there, those illusions and just all those creeps, just the magic damage, I think it's going to melt that Sladish. She only has 1,500 health. That is a pitying sum of health to have to be honest, in the face of an Aghanim's Echo Slam and that many creeps. And that double Echo Slam, can I just say, beautiful. Like, I mean, I don't really think of it as that good because, you know, you kill a lot of the creeps off with that first Echo Slam, but can I just say, Echo Slam. Anyway, top lane pushed out a little bit, forced another bit of a defense here. And they've still got this tier 1 tower. Not for very much longer, though, but they will still have it. Are they going to deny it? And yeah, there we go with the deny attempt. With the deny, not attempt, the deny. I think saving for buyback may be Nevermore's best choice until he can get that Satanic. Once he can get that Satanic, though, suddenly it becomes a whole new game, whole new ball game right now. Forcing Keeper the Light to pretty much just sit here and be like, I'm an old man, and I like my lawn. Basically, he has to defend. We're going to be seeing Queen of Pain, going to do some of her pushing out, and I think everybody's got 1,000,000 gold, and they're all just saving for buyback, because if you lose a hero at this point, it's just not good news. Earthshaker definitely needs to save for buyback. We can see that Echo Slam, oh my goodness, Long Range Fisher, Enchant Totem, and kill, 679 crit, because screw you. And yet, a 4th Roshan is going to be going towards the Scourge. Boots of Travel blinking in. This is going to be the push. The first actual real defense that has to come in from the Scourge. And can they do as well? We're going to see that Flaming Lasso in the immediate sleep. Naga Siren, most annoying woman in the world. Ice Path not doing very, very much at all. And then immediately Lothar's edging out, but Force Staff coming forward. Oh, Lion double Force Staff, not enough, taking a lot of damage. He's going to immediately Hex. We're going to be seeing Pipe going to be popped. We're going to be seeing the Hex. Oh, no, we're going to be seeing Batrider just going to be going down right now, but Shadow Fiend's still alive. In fact, I think they're just going to be dying here one by one. Ice Path not going to be doing a lot of damage. Echo Slam! There we go, MVP. MVP going to be getting at least the Life Stealer. But unfortunately, of course, he does have the Aegis at this point. He's going to be focusing on going to get all the damage poured onto him from those illusions. Look at that Flaming Liquid, but of course it's magic damage. Shadow Fiend looking for something, looking for anything. Ice Path. Oh, that Lifesteal is just absolutely imbo. We're going to be seeing Lifestealers. I mean, yeah. Nubian Weaver going to be taking a tremendous amount of damage right now. Wrath of Olympus just got a double kill. Everybody's forced to buy back. And look at this. The two, I think, heroes of DotA trying to get something going right now behind backdoor protection. Forced to run out because of the creeps blinking out, in fact. And they brought it to the halfway point. They're going to go back and defend their Ancient, as they should. Nice investment here. Seeds are being sown, and they're being grown a little bit more. Except for this guy who's deciding to go for, I think, Satanic, which I think is the right choice. Shadow Fiend currently sitting. Oh, we're going to be seeing him. How much gold does he have? 3,600 gold. I think just wait until you have the complete Satanic, which is only a couple hundred gold. Just do the Ancients, and then that's it. And then just buy the Satanic. Buy the recipe now. I don't know. And meanwhile, this creep wave being very, very annoying to the Scourge. Scourge did an okay job of that defense. I feel if they didn't have that Aegis, it would actually have been game over. But what do I know? An SVR forced to purchase yet another gem. How many gems does Sentinel have at this point? Or maybe they just want more for every hero. 1 gem for every hero. Not a bad way to go. Keeper of the Light does have at least 1. Shadow Fiend. Wow, Shadow Fiend, what are you doing? This is sneaky, sneaky, sneaky stuff. And totally legit, actually. You're going to be seeing so much work being done. Radiance at this point is, I think, absolutely invaluable. I was completely wrong about it not working. It is totally invaluable. Look at him! Look at him, man, just eating. And he's going to get that tower. Oh, Glyph! Glyph is absolutely crazy at this point, Mana Leak. We're going to be seeing, just like, forget about it. I'm going to hit the tower. I die so much anyway. I die at least once every 10 minutes, once every 5 minutes. Just give me the tower. An immediate buyback, which is absolutely forced. Oh, top lane. It's going to be one heck of a fight. Meanwhile, their bottom lane tower is completely full on health at this point. Who's going to win? It could be anybody's game. I'm kind of feeling very, very good about Sentinel, but until that buyback, until that Shadow doesn't have the buyback. I feel that that might have been the wrong choice, because they don't have a Treant Protector. At any point, he could have come back and done the same thing and not have to waste that buyback fight. Oh, Echo Slam. He has a Shiva's. Shiva's immediate sleep. The MVP And I don't know if he has buyback. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, Echo Slam, long, Enchant Totem, Fisher, Shivas, nothing doing. Does he have buyback? If he doesn't, he could not afford. He really should not have died there. This is not good. Fortunately, Shadow Fiend, like the boss he is like, give me the Rex, and they can't actually push out despite the fact the MVP isn't here. But look at this. What is this? What's going on here? Why isn't the creep wave being stymied? It's insanity. There we go. And of course, those Rexes heal. We're going to be seeing Jakira coming off. Don't want actually to lose those buildings. Those buildings are tremendous boon to you, just in the fact that they can prevent a little bit of the push, a little bit of those creeps from coming in and attacking your towers. So if you can avoid it, don't lose them. In the meantime, pretty much all the buildings have been cleared on these two sides. Mega Creep's going to be coming in soon. And it's not over once you get Mega Creeps. It's just a thing. I won't break. I want to go vomit then. Earthshaker coming back in 30 seconds. I don't think there's going to be a push coming off from the Scourge within that time. And yeah, the slow siege begins. They're kind of forced to push out at this point. What I feel they should do is they should leave one or two heroes. Somebody with a Lincoln Sphere. Queen of Pain. I know it's a bit odd to say Queen of Pain. Actually, Queen of Pain should be going with them. No, Naga Siren should be left behind. Just by herself. And then everybody else just push straight down mid to win. Or I guess you could go for bottom, but it's kind of annoying because, well, there's a guy... Oh, actually, no, Keeper of the Light. Yeah, Keeper of the Light, Naga Siren. Because there's this guy who can just keep TPing up top and just forcing out an insane amount of pressure. And that kind of game, you don't want to play that kind of game against the Shadow Fiend. You will lose. There's a very, very small chance that you will win. People are talking outside. I'm not so sure if you guys can hear that. We're going to see Riptide pushing forward. My god. Is he actually going to do it? Just this one-man solo. I'm going to be getting... Oh my goodness. Regenning it up. Shiva's Guard. So much damage. Refresher. Hopefully... Hi guys, we're back. Hopefully I remembered to cut that out. I will. I'll make a note of it. Had to just go do some things. Anyway, we are going to be seeing a big push. I've kind of lost my flow right now. So I guess we're going to have to, you know, do this cast all over again. Sorry guys. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be seeing a big initiation, I think, coming in. This is going to be a sleep initiation. I think that would be the right thing to do. Do it now. Where's the Weaver? Weaver's right in the middle of all things. She's BKB'd up. There's a Shiva's Guard. Unfortunately, that is, of course, going to slow her down. It immediately goes down because it's a 4-second duration. Why is my screen so small? Shadow Fiend forced to go on this big juking path, but he's going to get focused. And there's a Flaming Lasso. Going to bring the Shadow Fiend, going to bring the Life Stealer away. Why isn't he Manta Styling out? Did he already use the Manta Styling? He must have. And there's the immediate death. And we're going to be seeing Earthshaker doing a tremendous amount of work. I think he did get one kill off there. Was it on the Life Stealer? I believe so. And we're going to be seeing Flaming Lasso. And this is yet another draw, I want to say. But meanwhile, Naga Siren forced to TP back because I guess things are just not going well. As Earthshaker comes in with a big long-range fissure, he's going for an Echo Slam. Refresher Echo Slam. No, there's going to be Blinding Light. He's going to get chain stunned here. Earthshaker, the Life Stealer, just doing a tremendous amount of damage. Earthshaker, unfortunately, is going to be dying at this point. Wow, I want to say Hex is going to be going off, and he's going to blink back. Lion forced to run away. Ice Path not going to be doing much, and he's going to blink out as well. Blink is the name of the game. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain forced also to defend here. Those big creeps are just so very, very, very strong. 78 seconds until the Earthshaker can come back. Will that be enough time to mount a push? I don't know. It's very possible they could mount a push, and they are going to be trying to do so. There we go. Hex. He's a flying sheep. It's so cute. Oh, it's so adorable. Ghost Scepter immediately out. Nyx Bomb trying to do some magical damage here. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Hex immediately, plus the Impale onto 2. Oh, there's the Blink. Just going to save his life. Oh, no. Another Hex. Lion, you do not want to lose your Lion. There's the Ice Path coming forward. Unfortunately, it's Rage. Just too strong. Rage of a Mage. And we're going to be seeing Force Staff forward yet again. Bat Rider trying to do something. Open Wounds. Oh no, there's the ice pad, but Blink forward doing a tremendous amount of work. Macropyre not going to be able to do much. Force Staff forward, trying to keep himself alive. There's the Hex, Earthshaker, another 27 seconds for coming back. Where's the Shadow Fiend? Where's the Shadow Fiend? That glyph was popped way too early. Shadow Fiend, where are you? What are you doing? Okay, there, he's sitting in the fountain, coming back in. Oh, immediately Hex. Needed to Magistyle first. Magistyle, pour on the damage, pour on the damage. No, 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 he's dying in the fountain. And not gonna die in the fountain. He's actually gonna be just surviving, but no, he won't. He will be dying in the fountain. This is the perfect opportunity to end the game, but guess who's back? Earthshaker coming in. Enchant Totem, he doesn't have, I don't know. There we go with the Echo Slam. Unfortunately, no units coming around him. Enchant Totem yet again, but this is it. This is pretty much all you can do. He's gonna be taking a tremendous amount of damage, and that is, I think, GG. GG's being called by SVR. I don't know if they can actually defend for the next 18 seconds. No, nobody. Everybody's dead. It'll be another 16 seconds before anybody comes back. Great job coming off from Wrath. Right until the very end. Oh, there comes the buyback, plus another Enchant Totem, plus a Shiva's Guard. Are we going to be seeing a one-man defense of the Ancient Enchant Totem yet again? That Bariza, man. But unfortunately, not enough. And the creeps are just pounding on them. Everybody's buying back. Wrath and Twin-Headed Dragons left the game. I don't know. I don't know, man. Blink, Enchant Totem, so much damage, so much damage. Hex, no, this is a very difficult thing to do. Oh, but Flaming Lasso, somehow they're all just doing it, and there it goes. Just going to put up the screen for you guys for a second. Fusible Blade effect was gotten on the Twin-Headed Dragon. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will hope to be bringing you guys more games, and maybe July GEST. I'm going to be going to Oz Comic Con, though, so it's going to take a lot of my time. See you guys then. Not then. See you guys soon.